Alright, I'm gonna try this. I was gonna thought about something to do, and not that I planned it out, but I didn't. Well, I want to talk about this, and then I kind of forgot. And I'm talking to my spirit guides, and they're saying like, well, if you forgot, then we can't really tell you because then you were meant to forget it. So it's up to you if you remember or not. So now I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say. But it was something. Oh yeah, it was something regarding the comments that I've been getting. Sorry, I'm laying down and I don't really feel like getting up. So sorry about the bad camera angle. Is it which is the one that doesn't have the moles on? All right, so what was I saying? Yeah, so comments I've been getting are difficult to fathom sometimes. People are not really understanding what I'm doing, and they give me suggestions on what to do, right? I'm expressing myself, and I don't. The suggestions are, I guess, good if they're there for a rebuttal, but if you're gonna give me a suggestion for me to use, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm doing everything based on what my spirit guides and God and my whole DNA is kind of like making me do, allowing me to do, not making me do, but guiding me to do. Right? If I start taking your suggestions, right, your suggestions then override my own DNA programming, and that's what you do as a civilization to each other. You override everything that a soul needs to know is encoded in the DNA. That's what the DNA is there for. Right? It is a communication to higher knowledge. Once you tap into that DNA's connection to the Akashic records and the universal knowledge base, then you don't really need anybody else's help, suggestion. If you seek it, then it's part of your DNA that this person was supposed to help you. But when it actually comes, when I use the comment, it's just about, okay, this is what's going on in my life, and this is what's happening. It's like, do you understand, people? Everything that's happening to me in the last 2 years is all related to the money that I'm telling you is a problem that every human being faces. Why the fuck do you want to bandage these problems by keeping money around and then seeing maybe if we do this and we give a little more to the poor and do this? Why do you want to bandage that shit up when all you need to do is pull money out from the root and stop using it? And stop using this monetary system. Start sharing everything like you tell your own children, sharing the sandbox, and then you don't do it yourself. You're fucking crazy as a civilization. You're nuts. You're wasting your time profiting from each other. Do you understand? And none of you is really benefiting from it except for the 2,000 billionaires, man. And maybe some of the middle class, but they have to worry about losing their stuff too. The billionaires don't have to worry about losing nothing, man. Even if they lose a billion, they still got the other billions. Get it? That's what hoarding does. That's what hoarders do. Right? You've allowed hoarders to control a civilization and control a civilization that is on a real bad course straight into hell, man. That's all I can say. It's not going to survive. So sorry. When I do this, it's not that I've been blowing coke fucking all night, and I had first of all, the whistle I've had since I was a DBS septum I had since I was a kid. Maybe too much of that, maybe when I was younger, but I'm it's stuff's coming out of my nose because I'm out in the forest here. It's on top of basically it's a landfill. It's a garbage landfill that then has tents over it, and it's become a tent city on a garbage landfill. So with trees around, there's trees. So so a lot of that gets in my nose. So I can't understand the whole purpose of existence should be to, just like the purpose of a cell of the body, okay? Okay? A cell on my finger, its purpose is to be part of that body and help that body. If I know there's something wrong with the cell on my finger, if I get a cut there, what do? I bandage it up really quickly. I make sure it's really good. I don't wait for it to decay and then fall off. Oh, couldn't it take care of itself? That cell of my finger, when it's cut, is the same thing as the poverty class, except the poverty class is most of the body, and then you have, like, a little part between, like, maybe around the chest area, that's the middle class, and you have the head, and the head controls everything. Okay? Now, when the head controls everything, that means what happens is that the ego and the mind is controlling everything, as opposed to your intuition, which is related to, your intuition is not related to anything other than your DNA. The reason you have intuition is because of your DNA. The reason that you know certain things without really knowing them and not studying them is because of your DNA. If every child born is taught to tap into their DNA and to get that knowledge instead of becoming, what they are, little good consumers to be for the wealth class, But if they're taught that, then mistakes wouldn't be happening as much. Misunderstandings wouldn't be happening. A lot of the things that are happening, everything that's happening is because of money, but a lot of things that are happening is because your children are being taught how to connect to that knowledge. Now, as I said, if I use your suggestions, right? If I use your suggestions, right? Then I override my DNA. Now, if I take your suggestion, take yours and say, okay, well, let me compare it to mine. I've also fucked up. You, as a human body of a soul that's trying to ascend, that's trying to graduate out of school here, you as a soul coming in, okay, should have access to your information and your knowledge. Your body is your access to your information and your knowledge through your DNA. It is literally your books. Now, what they've done to the entire civilization is they've not taught them how to use the books they came in with. They give them their own books, which have a slightly, well, actually, very, very different viewpoint about existence, which leaves them to be good slaves and good consumers and slaves to the wealth class, right? So it's the same thing. If I use your suggestion, then I override my own. If I'm if I'm doing a piece of artwork and somebody says, you should put that over there and there, and like, no. So you want to do it? You want to finish it? Then you finish it. Then I'll start something else. Because the whole concept is that once you're able to tap into the reformation of my portal out here, that everything, because it was all knocked over, it's either the wind and the rain knocked it over, or somebody came over and said, fuck this shit, man, it sucks full, man, and knocked it over. Either or, half of it was on the floor. So within like 15 minutes, I just put it up. I didn't think about putting it up, and maybe if I do it this way, and I just put it up, and it's perfect, and it's exactly the way it needs to be. And that's because it came through my DNA. I didn't read it in a book. I didn't read it in a novel. I don't know. I didn't watch it in a movie. I didn't. Somebody didn't teach me it. I just do, and it comes. So that doing and then having it come is you basically tapping into knowledge base through your DNA. And maybe if your children were taught that, maybe they would realize that they're reincarnating souls. Don't forget, the whole purpose of karma is to release karma that is built up from things that you've done to other people, or just things that you've done. Period. Releasing it is understanding the other side of what was done. So if you hurt somebody, then you're going to be hurt. To understand what it feels like to be hurt. But you also have to understand it feels like what it feels like to be the person hurting, because maybe that person was hurt themselves and is continuing it. So you have to understand the aspects, every aspect of a situation. That your body went through to release that karma, and then as karma is released, basically it's just you looking at it and going like, I understand I have been every human being. So I have been every human being, every type of human being I was. I have reincarnated to the point where I am no longer here. I came back here to help y'all. That's it. I didn't make that up. This came to me at the age of 57. 56, maybe 57. About a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It came to me because it was time for it to come to me, because it was time, because at this point, well, you're getting to a point where you don't have much time left. So I don't take your suggestions, because if I do, then I cut away the things that I need to do based on what I am doing. I'm not telling you that my situation, I need desperate help in to get back to the way I was. Or I'm just telling you what's happening to me for two reasons. Number one, and this is for people that call me a scam artist, because I don't scam nobody. I don't want any of your fucking money. Actually, I want there to be no money. But because there has to be money here, and because the things that I'm doing right now require money, I spent all my savings. I spent everything that I had to be here at this point. I am now broke. Everything that I do from now on is either somehow I get my disability money, or I get some donation money, or I have to stop doing it because I'm 58 years old and it's taking its toll on me, man. But the problem is, to fight money, you have to have money. And no matter what, that's the way they made it, so that you never win, because money always has the most money. Unless money is taken out of the picture, removed completely, then all of a sudden there's nothing between you and another human being. There's nothing between you and Mother Earth. There's nothing that is stopping you from understanding the fact that the only two things that are important in this existence is taking care of Mother Earth, that is taking care of you, and taking care of each other, which is each child born from birth to death, giving them a free existence, letting them understand what karma is and releasing it. You know, you should have been out of here in 12 grades, okay? 12 lifetimes. Most of you are here for thousands of lifetimes. Get it? They never give you the books that you need to graduate out of the grade that you're in. So you've been stuck in the same grade for a long time. So the only way out of it is going back to a tribal, because the whole thing about the tribal existence is not so much because they didn't need to know about reincarnation. They didn't need to know about that because they did it naturally. They were working through their own DNA. Get it? It's like some people say, oh, we're going to combine Buddhism and shamanism and see how that works. You understand? It's not any different. Okay? The fact that reincarnation happens, the animals don't understand reincarnation is happening, but yet they live a much simpler life and a much more, direct life with their own information and their own DNA. How does any animal know how to do what it needs to do? Through its own DNA. What do you guys do? You teach each other it. That's the thing. You're teaching not what you need to teach. You're teaching what they want you to teach them. If you've reincarnated as every human being, you understand every side of everything. I understand every side of everything. I can put myself in the place of any suffering human being, any person who has been in any level of except for the world class. I don't. Our souls don't, especially return soul. killing souls, but regular human souls don't. You have to be in a special class to be in the wealth class. You have to be in a special form of reincarnation where they reincarnate back within their own selves. They don't do what you do, and they've been able to manipulate what you do, a matrix style, to be able to create an entire planet of stranded souls that need to get the fuck out of here, man, and get to where this belongs instead of being here over and over and over again. That's the devil's bargain, man. That's the trick that they played on you. So all I'm saying is, if you want to tap into that DNA, you know who taught me? It was a tree. I didn't know this before 2 years ago. I knew it somewhat, and you know, through intuition. But I've always, as a Virgo, I've always thought about the things that I did as a programmer. I was like, I got to do this and this and this. I can't just do it naturally. But whenever I tap into that ability to just go poof, just do, and see what happens. See what happens. Do, and all of a sudden it happens. It happens based on the energy around me and me channeling and what needs to come out. It's a lot different than planning something. That's how everyone should really be focusing, and that's what most tribal cultures did. Except for maybe like building those pyramids, the whole concept of communicating with the spirit, because the spirits helped them with those pyramids. You know, the spirits, the other interdimensional beings helped us build the things that you now go like, wow, how did they do that? Ooh, did they have aliens help them? Ooh. So I can't. So when you suggest something to me, please don't get offended when I say this is wrong. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in certain situations. It doesn't work in a lot of situations. You see, that's the thing. The whole social services thing and everything is supposed to be helping the homeless doesn't. If not, there wouldn't be 60 people homeless in a park right now. You understand? Oh, but there's social services and there's this. They can help you here, and they can only help a handful of people, and most of them are turning down people. Do you understand? It's the way it is, man. It's because money is more important than human life. If not, there wouldn't be any money there. Those people wouldn't be homeless, and everybody would have a middle-class house and sharing everything equally. And why the rest of you don't understand what I'm saying to the point of actually wanting to get up and I'm doing something. I'm at work. Everybody's pissed off at me. Go get a job, you stupid slob. I'm just laying back and doing it. Doing what I have to do right now, man. If everybody just did the same thing, it's like, okay, where are you going? I'm just living in the park right now, understand? Stop doing their thing, and then get the ones that really care. See, when there's no money, there's nothing to corrupt anybody. So when somebody says they really care about something, you don't have to worry about they only really care about the fucking bottom line dollar money that they can make off of you or your product or anything. When there's no money, there's nothing to really get somebody corrupted by. Maybe a romance or something, but I don't know. The whole concept of everything would completely dissipates. I lived in many tribal cultures before this, and I remember them very clearly. And this culture right now is the one that freaking is making my heart beat and going like, what the fuck did I get? What the fuck did he do putting me in here? What did she do putting me in here? Because I have no fucking clue sometimes about like what the fuck. Like I'm saying, what I'm saying right now makes so much sense. If I could just close my eyes and go poof, I would like create that. Okay. Are we there? Okay, great. Okay, everybody's sharing everything. Okay, go. No, nobody's confused. Yeah. That, you see? If I could, I would do that, but I can't. It doesn't work. And I just don't understand how the rest of the people that I tell you speak to and people cannot see that so clearly that they want to do something fucking about it. They go, oh yeah, I understand, you're absolutely right, but we can't do anything about that. Why does my mind and so he's like, oh, he's crazy. He thinks he's some kind of Turian alien soul that came down and like, yeah, I am, because you know what? Nothing in this reality makes sense, and I'm not fucking crazy. You people are. Nothing in this reality makes any sense to me. because I have gone past this fucking meaningless fucking dribble of a fucking existence where money fucking wastes your entire existence, making it, starving for it, killing for it, robbing for it, taking it, working it, doing whatever you do to your fucking grave with it. Meaningless existence this is. Meaningless, stupid waste of an existence and civilization this is. Why? Because you're all fucking wasting 90% of your fucking brains on money. 90% of your fucking lives. Everything. Why I'm only using 10% of my brain? Yeah, you know why? Because money's keeping you that stupid. Because you don't evolve past where money evolves, because you are now under the control of money. So, I mean, good luck with that, I guess. I don't know. But again, I'm not crazy. I'm not, do you want to hurt yourself or anyone else? No, I'm not hurting myself or anyone else. What I am is I'm sick of looking around, seeing so much wrong, and I know how to fix it, and nobody wants to hear it. And I guess other people, they know, no, we can't say that because, if we say that too much, money's going to send somebody to kill us. Because money always sends somebody to kill us after a while. So, it makes sense to me. So, at least I know that at the end, when 2025 comes, and if you guys aren't ready, and this whole wipe off thing happens, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm going back to my home star system. I don't really, I feel bad for you people. I'm trying to help you, man, but I'm going back to my star system. You guys aren't. So the starseeds that are out there that are watching this, please hurry up. Come on, start getting going. Everyone else is just watching this going like, he's fucking crazy, man. He's just 2025. What the fuck is he talking about? He's like, you better hope you're right, because I know I'm right. Good luck with that, right? Yeah, good luck with that.